I cry alone through the pit of danger. Dun, dun, dun. November 5th, I'm quaking in my boots. Down, down, down. Going back to Fog Wrestling, Dave Batista took to Twitter. He was in the boxing ring looking rather skinny. Yeah, still looking bigger than 99% of wrestlers today. But anyway, Dave Batista, he hates Donald Trump. Doesn't take away from the fact what he's done in the business. I mean, it's pathetic. You know, you live in a day and age where if someone has a certain political beliefs, like you have to pretend that everything they ever done sucked. You know what I mean? Bryan Cranston, you can get a bigger lefty than Bryan Cranston, all right? Ron Perlman. They take away their work that they've done in media and things like that and TV shows? Absolutely not. It's the same with people that are right wing, like the Undertaker, hosting Donald Trump in his podcast. That take away his career. Well, there's some libtards that will. But anyway, Batista getting in to Trump, right? Calling Trump a whiny little bitch is rich. You know, it really, really is rich because come November 5th, there's going to be plenty of whining little bitches, and it's going to be Dave Batista and the rest of the job squad. Trump is winning, right? Look at the polls, look at betting websites. Donald Trump is favourite, and all these people do is cry like fucking mental breakdowns. I cannot wait for it, man. They make you want Trump to win, even if you were a neutral, man. Even if you were a neutral. Batista's pathetic. He is. You know, he's a grown fucking man. Oh, her uterus, her call. It's like, fuck off, man. Honestly, like, just, you can vote Democrat all you want. Go ahead, go vote for Kamala Harris, but it's like they don't listen to read. It's almost like if you're a celebrity and you pick either side, it's like you have to be blinded and not see the negatives of the other side. Anyway, though, that was a nice wee lead to what we've got right in front of us, which is that Donald Trump is expected to do an interview this week with Undertaker on his 6 Feet Under podcast. Well, I tell you what, brother, I welcome that. That'll be a fun podcast, of course. Obviously, as well, we've got the almighty Kamala Harris going to be apparently joining the that shite show. That shite show. Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's alright. I like Joe Rogan, right? The Rogan Experience. She's apparently going to be doing an interview on that. If it goes as bad as her Fox interview, I think the election is literally done. But of course, you know, it is a contagious time. It's a, you know, blood pressure running high in the United States of America. Of course it is, but Undertaker, it's good publicity. And I think the fact that Undertaker is having Donald Trump on his podcast tells you all you need to know about which side Undertaker is voting in the election. And I, for one, I like the dead man even more. Obviously, though, you know, Joe Rogan, I think he's more of a centrist rather than Republican. I know people may think he's a Republican, but I mean, I think if push came to shove, if he's voting between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, there's only one way he's voting, and it's going to be for Donald J. Trump, damn it. But in terms of the betting odds, Bet365, I've got Donald Trump at 8-13 and Kamala Harris at 13-10. Which, right, for you Americans out there, that puts Donald Trump in the lead by quite a bit. I mean, not a massive, massive amount, but at the end of the day, he is the favourite by a clear landslide. Now, the presidential election, according to 2024 Sky Bet, is that Donald Trump is 8-13 and Harris is 5-4. So very, very similar odds there. You can get like price boosts as well. Kamala Harris to win Pennsylvania and Trump to win California. So it is kind of funny. But I mean, back to the task at hand here, which is the Undertaker's podcast. This will be a good watch between these two. If you remember, Trump was talking about Kane and Undertaker. I believe it was like a year ago when Kane was at one of his conventions. Like, you and your brother, the Undertaker, you were big men. You were big men. I used to love that. I thought it was pretty funny. But anyway, Donald Trump is going to appear on the Undertaker's podcast. Batista is probably going to cry and never phone the Undertaker again. Batista's a whiny bitch, man. You know, I remember he was on JR's podcast, and it was, you know, not long after JR's wife sadly passed away, and Batista was like breaking down, and JR was having to console Batista over his own wife's death. I mean, that's just weird. That's just, I think it sums up who's a bit of a crybaby, and it's certainly not Trump when you compare him to Batista.